guys, welcome to BarZ. My name's Stan, and today we've got a small project we need to do. I need to cut out a circle in a piece of 1/8 inch plate, and we're going to be using the plasma cutter. But I've showed this on the channel before, and there was a little bit of interest. It's a radius attachment or circle cutter, whatever you want to call it, but that goes on your plasma head. And I just thought I'd show you how to set it up, how to make it, and how to use it. You know, it's dead simple. You can probably build one for about $10. So I'm going to bring you a little closer and show you what all the pieces are. If you've got a welder and a lathe, that's pretty much all you need to make it. We're going to be fitting it to a number 40 torch, which is a 40 amp torch. It's connected to a Miller Plasma 40 amp machine, little inverter machine, 240 volt, and I bought it because it was very compact. It's a suitcase type plasma cutter. So we've got a torch and we've got some components here. I'm going to bring you in a little closer and show you what to build and how to make it work. All right, let's get started. Okay, well, let's start with the pivot, or the main body. This is a magnet. Straight out of Harbor Freight. You know, how can they screw that up? How can you screw up a magnet? So there's some things we can trust Harbor Freight with. Anyways, magnet with a steel back, like a cup, and it's got a heck of a lot of stick. And what you want to create is just a bar with a threaded hole in the bottom and a shoulder bolt. And then we're using a wave washer down here to create a little bit of friction, but you need this to swivel. Drill your hole in the magnet dead center, but you need this to swivel. You've got a rod hole and then a little knob to clamp on top, and that just sticks down. You put that on your center line where you're gonna pivot, and then you need to make yourself this is a 1/4 inch rod, and then you've got a smooth board collar on the end. And then you've got a second collar that's the same size, but it's got one little set screw in it. And the way this attaches, this is going to go right on your torch and swivel. From there, this piece just goes on, and you're going to lightly tighten your set screw. Okay? And this is still free to swivel, and you're going to insert this in your rod into this rod holder at whatever radius you like, and make your sweeps. Okay, so let's get this plate set up. We can't do it directly on the table. We have to have a clear through surface to cut through, and let's get this set up and make a cut. Okay, so we're getting set up here. We've got our magnet down on center, and we've went ahead and made a dry run. I made marks north, south, east, and west where I want this thing to hit, just away from the edges. The thing about a plasma is you have to have a clean ground. The rest of it, we don't care. It could be a rusty mess. Make sure you wear a tinted lens used for very similar to what you use for oxygen and acetylene cutting. And gloves. You know, you get a lot of flyby with sparks and stuff, and a lot of times you get a little bit of blowback when you're doing your pierce. So we've already done kind of a dry run, and I'm going to show you. You know, you're cutting out the middle like Wile E. Coyote, and the middle wants to fall out. We're going to cut over here and over here first, then we're going to slip in some plates to support our work, and just clamp them in so we can continue our cut. So we're going to kind of start over here, and we're doing our kind of a dry run here. Yep, looks good. Okay, let's pierce this thing. Yeah, I'm just going to take some flat stock and kind of clamp it in underneath here, just to support it so the thing doesn't fall out. One there. And maybe get a little one over here. Whoops. The thing about it, you need to keep everything kind of low so your rod can clear. This rod has to be able to clear all your stuff, so you don't want to use a big old C-clamp or anything like that. All right, let's finish up this cut. I'm going to drag it around this way. Oh, by the way, I am using a drag tip. So we've got that. So I can put this directly down the metal and just drag it. Alright, that's it. Okay, magnet off. Alright, let's knock this thing out and see how it looks. Okay, and with a single swing of the hammer, it came right out. That was the bottom side. Here's our top side. That's where we laid out our magnet. You make your center line, and then you do a north, south, east, and west, the same as the OD of the magnet. This is a 3-inch magnet, so you and you get it placed right. You get it placed right where you want it. After it's down, you can knock it around. You line up your north, south, east, and west. Put in your torch. Do a dry run and you get north, south, east, and west marks there. Make sure you're hitting your targets all the way around. And then the back side, we've got a little bit of dross, which actually shouldn't be any big deal. Just kind of knocks right off. So there you have it. I'll kind of knife edge that and let you look at that cut. I'm not the smoothest guy in the world, but we got it done. And we've got an 1/8 inch by 18 inch plate, which is exactly what we were looking for. And I'll give you one last look at our magnet and our rod and our swinger. And then a second locking collar to go on your torch head. So that's your setup right there. Pretty simple to make, pretty simple to use, and awesome results. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this little weekday short. Thanks for watching.